Walk with me, oh love, 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 love. Chicken. I know how to click. I don't know how to click like a chicken or as a cow. I know how to move like a cow. I don't know how to click like a chicken. See, I can't do it. I think I burnt these today. I put them on like 15 minutes. I've been getting my eggs and they have not been done. And so I have to go back. Y'all, I actually like them like that. Like when I come in here and crack them and then go back and put it back in the microwave. It's like, yes. Yes, bitches. Do they have like a tool for this? Like an egg cracker. Do they have an egg cracker? An egg cracker. Right now, my new tool. This is called the egg cracker. The egg cracker. It still has not started. My broadcast is not started, so that's why I'm over here fucking around. This is called the egg cracker. Egg cracker. Egg cracker. The egg cracker. Okay, let me make sure everything is going. Y'all, while my show yesterday, I was like so emotional. So I so fucking forgot to just check and make sure that so it's not on Twitch. Twitch is the only channel that I didn't get a chance to get on. So I just did not make sure that the letter was seen on all channels. So at least I posted it. But I lied yesterday. I wasn't lying. I made a big mistake. I know you see it, y'all. The egg cracker. Look, y'all, they so burnt. They got burnt. Okay, so today's show is all about support and like what that means for other people. No, that is not true. That is not the truth. I did not look at it. I did look at it, but I just haven't done everything that I can. All right, so let me go ahead and get these things uploaded. Let me go ahead and get these images uploaded. Because I be on my business. I be on the ball. I be on the ball. When I can, though. When I can. When I'm there, I'm there. When I'm there, I'm there, snitches. Let me see. So I need this one. I like to put all of them up here, y'all. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Look, I didn't actually just put the thing on there like that. That's crazy. Can I pick them all at one time? I need this one. We need this one right now. Let's just put this over my face because I'm still doing stuff. Okay, so how does my ethnic or racial group influence my understanding of how family members should support each other? And this is something that is sometimes unconscious because it's talking about where you are in your family dynamic. When you put this on your identity iceberg, this is going to go like at the very bottom. Like this is something that you put there. It's like one of those last things because this is actually in your unconscious or your subconscious. So when you bringing this up, it's just like that's what it is that's going to help you with this part of your racial healing. And that's it. So like yeah, this will help you with, because some people don't think about where they are in the family or what their lives were like. Like my sisters, like my middle sister, she stayed at home with the family all the time. Right? She stayed at home with the family. Me and my sister, we would go to other people's houses. She never went to like other people's houses for real. And so it's like she has a different, so she would have that's my middle sister, so she has a different upbringing than me. My baby sister, she didn't travel, but my grandfather, my great grandfather, which see he's like he's you say he's our grandfather, but our great grandfather on my mother's side, he would come and pick her up and take her everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's it. And he didn't give her a nickname. He called her by her name. Carla is Carla. Y'all understand? Like Carla don't have no Carla Boo, Carla nothing. It's like Carla, that is her name. And then for my middle sister T, she stayed at home all the time. So I don't know what they got to do. And she probably is closer to Nikki and Terrell because of her staying at home like that. I don't know. But that was like when they were younger. You see what I'm saying? But for real, if she didn't take trips, that means that she was like there with Nikki and Terrell. So she's like really quiet. She's funny and all this different stuff. But it's like again, they have a different upbringing than we do. Oh, I'm like, girl, aren't you smart? You put that somewhere good. God, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Shantae? Are you thinking straight? So that's it. So it's like that's the first thing we have to think about is your position in the family. We already talked about travel and all those different things. So now it says how does your ethnic or racial group, like they never got a chance to be around Jewish people, they've only been around black people. Black, white, Indian. What else? But for me, I've been around all of them, Native American, and so Native American is in our house. But Nikki and Terrell, like all of us are raised the same way. So it's like in our house, the way we are raised, even though it's like intertwined in all cultures, that's what it is. So I'll have to talk about the different dynamics and then the households that I was at when I was in these situations. So how does my ethnic or racial group influence my understanding of how family members should support each other? So this is about family support today. And let's just make this smaller. We can keep this one on here, right? And put it over here in this corner. Okay, so let's talk about the definition. So what's the first thing is let's talk about ethnic. So ethnic group is a community of population made up of people who share a common cultural background or descent. So like in our house, it's like ethnic. You see what I'm saying? So Jewish, Black, Native American. That's it. And we grew up in a house together, so it's not like something. It's just all intertwined. Like we don't know how to separate it. So it's not like I can go to a powwow, like really that's a barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like some stuff we just don't know how to separate it. But if we were actually with each ethnic group, we would be okay. I'm not joking. If we were with any of the ethnic groups, we would be okay. Like I think even like our karaoke nights and all that stuff, that's like so Native American. Like people don't even know it. Like us singing karaoke, we have like contests and stuff, and who won, and we have like slumber parties and all that stuff. That is like, even though it's American, it's Native American too. Like the time that we spend together as a family, us living together in a space like that, that is it's like so Native American with the garden and all that different stuff. But then we have like breakfast, we have fish on Fridays. That's so Jewish. Like it's not a joke. So it like even though it's black, it's Jewish too. So then it's like you see what I'm saying? It's like we do so much we wouldn't even know how to separate. So it's like even if we had to live in one of those communities, we would be totally okay. I think Orthodox Judaism, though, I would probably be the only one that would be okay. And I probably still would be against that. It's something I did would still be wrong. And then, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to, now I got to steady my eggs. I have to, it's like, be quiet. Be very, very quiet. Be very, very quiet. I saw a putty chat. I did. Okay, and then we have this here. Oh, okay. Let's do racial group first. Racial group. Okay, baby, you gotta go to the back. Or you gotta become smaller. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good I could call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat so I could pull it out and do magic. He used to wish for everything. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl. Racial group means a group of people, a group of persons that may be defined in reference to race, color, nationality, citizenship, or ethnic or natural origin. So again, that's about the color. The color, the color, the color. Like y'all, what? How do y'all feel when you see twins and it's like one white twin and one black twin? I think people feel like, oh my God, she's a black twin, and I just be like, I don't feel that way at all. Like I'm sorry. Like I've been around like all race groups, and it's like some people are just so sweet. Like if she got a nice sister, or if she nice to her, like it just depends on where y'all looking at it at. So some people would be like, no, what happened? And they'll treat the dark skinned twin like she just got a bad life or something. Like it's like, oh my God, you're black. And it's like, girl, please. I mean, for real, if you grow up in the same house and you do things the way you do them, I don't see the problem. It's like it's like sometimes I see these shows and the mood that you give for black folks. Let's talk about June Ambrose doing her video showing the Bordeaux and blue, and her actually doing this herself, her own campaign photos with a smile on her face. Y'all, that shit about to sell. Do y'all understand? I feel it in my body. I feel it in my body, baby. I feel it in my body. They try to do her so wrong. Don't put no other person on nothing frowning with her clothes on. Like she is like such a happy person. So it's like don't get mad because you got a model for June Ambrose. You see what I'm saying? I love it. But anyway, so it's like y'all will set this tone when you questioning them, like instead of just asking the white twin, like, what is it like? You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I'm talking about? Like it's like y'all actually go and just like pick out a black person and y'all just treat them like this is such a horrible situation. Like you were twins and you came out black and she came out white. You know, it's like y'all gotta stop. Y'all have to stop. I saw that show one day. I was like, are they serious right now? Like it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Life is life. Life is life. A person is a person. If that's not what you're learning in life, then somebody messed up. I'm talking about y'all just really, oh my God, she's black. Oh my God. And you just like, what's the difference? Like, I don't see the difference in nothing. Like, both of them probably got the same skills and everything. Like, one person is not going to get more than the other person, depending on the community. You see what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. So, one part of this is talking about your ethnic background, your ethnicity, and then the other one is talking about your color. So, race is talking about the color. So, the context of one's life experience is shaped by the membership in groups based on ethnicity, race, socioeconomic status, gender, uh, gender, exceptionalities, language, religion, sexual orientation, and geographical area. So that's it. Oh God, and now look, y'all. Why did I just see this video by Daniel C's and he's like, what is this thing? He translated it or whatever. And these Brazilian people are like, thank you so much. Because in Hispanic countries, um, they don't always let darker people leave or come up or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Mm. So you see what I'm saying? It's like, don't look down on melanin. Melanin is bright. Instead of them being like, so how is it to be twins? You know what I'm saying? So now let's talk about it for me. So how does my ethnic group influence my understanding of how family members should support each other? So as far as Jewish goes, it's like, once you leave the nest, baby, that's your husband. That's your family. It's not my business. It is my business, but it's not my business. It's not business I really always have to get into. I also think that I should always be like with a community of women. I actually do practice like the thing of, if me and a guy are not doing business, if it's not about business, I don't need to be with them. Like, I'm not dating or anything. So it's like, if it's not about business, if I'm not about to make some money, or we're not about to practice or study, I don't need to be with you. These are things I don't tell people that I do. And so it's like, now I'm telling you, please don't fuck with me again. But it's like, yeah, this is some stuff I really do. What else? I don't mind helping out my family at all. But that's because in our house, like I said, it wasn't a line drawn like, this is what this is. It's just family is family. So I don't mind helping them at all. Being black, it depends on what side of the family I go to. So like my stepdad's side of the family, they are like really jealous hearted. And they have like all these issues that we don't have. So it'll be like, they always have issues with us, like with how our mom dresses us, with where we live, and all this different stuff, or if our house is clean or not. And like I said, like, we really giving people, so we don't care. But it's like, at some point, it get on your fucking nerves, like all those little comments, like all those little microaggressions, because that's racism too. That they have towards our family is like, even on my stepdad's nerves. You know why? Because it's racist. That is why. Because what they do is very racist. It's offensive, y'all. So it's like my stepdad's family, I hate going to go see him. My dad's family is the same way. It's like his mother is, which is my grandmother. She is very, very racist. She is very non-supportive. She'll lie and tell you she'll support you, but she won't. Like, it'll be like she has no intention on doing shit. When you leave, she's gonna talk about you like, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, she's not gonna curse. She just gonna like, what she think I'm gonna do? She be to told you for real that that's what she's gonna do. When you leave, when you step your foot in the car, the first thing she would be like is like, I can't, no, I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna sit here all day, and y'all, she ain't gonna do nothing. She likes to like paint a pretty picture. It's like she's a paper. You know how like when you write a paper, you change all your words to sound pretty and nice, and they have a new meaning. But then it's like when you turn the paper in, everything you said on there is over. That's how she is. If I look at mom's side of the family, like we really are supported by my mother's side of the family. So um it's the same thing. It's like we just make sure we help each other. So my cousins see this differently. I had one cousin who's like, she bought groceries for the house and they didn't thank her and all this stuff. And it's like, y'all, let me tell y'all this. If they call me and tell them to bring some groceries, I'm gonna go drop off the groceries and then I gotta leave, right? But I'm gonna drop off the groceries. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck if they say thank you or not. If they hungry and we need to take them some fucking groceries, we gotta take them some fucking groceries. I think my cousin got the story from one of my friends named Faith. And so then she thought it was really about her. Like they just kept looking at the stuff and they thought it was about them. And it's like, that's not about you. So anyway, that is it. It's like some stuff I just, even with my friend Faith, I helped her with the groceries. Like when people need basic needs, I help. Like I really do help. And I really do get that from my mom's side of the family. And that's the one that's like, it's like all cultures are intertwined. You understand what I'm saying? I also get that from my stepmother. My stepmother's the same way. Like I have never gone without school clothes because my stepmother will make sure I get school clothes and all this good stuff too. So it's like, and she's from Louisiana. So that is a different, like in that case, it's still the ethnic background or whatever. As far as like, is that every family? Yeah. As far as like racial, like as far as my color being involved, um, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people, like as far as Texas goes, in Texas, nobody sees my color. Like people see my work. And so it's like it's like, even though I know the education here is like really deep and involved, I feel like the education is so many miseducated older people that influence the culture here that it's like it like kind of like it just ends up being null and void. In Texas, it's actually like they want to progress as far as like culture and color goes. And so it's like they actually, this is what makes them smarter. Even though the education here is higher, in Texas, that's what makes them smarter. That's why people are like, fuck y'all, I'm going back to Texas. I can't do this shit no more. Because they don't really, a person will tell you they're racist and still give you a managerial job. A person will tell you they don't like something about this or that you do, and they will still get. If you're gonna get the job done, that you will still be there to get the job done. Period. It's still racism, and it's like now that it's involved in the culture, people do that just because they've seen. That's the only type of power they've seen is racist power. So the Midwest actually the only example of power that they have in this area, St. Louis, Missouri, East St. Louis, Illinois, is an example of racist power. And it's actually a bully. They bullies. In Texas, it's just like, man, I like your personality, man. It's like, oh my God, you're like I like your personality. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not about age. It's not about color. It's not about gender. None of that. It really is like, yeah, I've seen your work. You know what I'm saying? Like your work is phenomenal. And so it's like, now let me give that to you because your work is phenomenal. Here it's like, let me step on you before you get anywhere. And so that's the difference. Like it's like as far as race goes, like in Texas, nobody sees my race. In Illinois and Missouri, that's all they care about. That's it. It's like, that's a black girl. Look at her. She's black. Yes, her job is good, but I'm sorry. I need to be her boss. And it's like, nah, I'm sorry. In Texas, we like, no, let me make you a boss. When I made money, it's always when I go to Texas. When I start a business, it always starts great in Texas. I come back here, I won't have the customers, I won't have anything. And I got the education. So they don't know how to be in power because they don't have the great examples of power. They don't know what power is. You see? The only thing is, when I'm in also in the black neighborhoods in Texas, they the same way as they are here. It's again, the only example they have of power is racial power. It's racism. And so they don't like when I'm at a Nova Academy with Miss Woods, they actually know that I do a good job. And it's like they want me to start from the bottom. And it's like I don't have to start from the bottom, honey. I make this motherfucker what it is today. So who the fuck are you to tell me that? And I actually did this at your school. So that's it. It's like I don't know. That's the difference. It's just like in the black community, I feel like it's a lot of disrespect. It's like y'all always think that it's something, and it's not everybody. It's just like some black people really do feel like you have to give them or make them feel as if they are better than you. And it's like, I'm sorry, you're not. I'm talking about from the clothing to the to how you talk, to how you walk. Like clothes used to be a big problem for me because I'm a designer myself. I prefer designer clothes. And I'm talking about, even if it's a person in class with me, I remember I wore Rose's dress. Rose made me a pink dress. I'm talking about y'all look like a fucking, I look like I'm straight up off a form in this motherfucker. Like this motherfucker, it don't show my shape or nothing, y'all. It is like so bad on me, right? I actually love that dress to death. Like it is like I'm a true like designer. If this person can make that for me, if they can hand sew it and give it to me, and my mother's the same way. She was the same way. Um, my dad is more about interior design, like houses and stuff. But that's what it is. It's like um design. I like a designer. You understand what I'm saying? So that's considered designer to me. I'm wearing this shit. And so it's like when you around black people, you have to have on a label like Prada or Gucci or Guess or whatever. And it's like that's really not necessary. So even when I was at the school and I was trying to teach the children that it was like more than those designers in True Religion, it was other designers out there besides True Religion. The people got mad at me and then carried it to I got to Harmony MG. These are the Alpha Kappa Alpha. So I was telling the kids like, you can actually, if those are real True Religion jeans, you can have them like actually fit them to you, fit them to your body. Hence, this was in the Mindy Kaling book. Like you can actually have them, what is it? Fit the jeans for you. So they'll take the stitches out and fit you for the jeans, and they'll be a pair of jeans that only you can wear for real. And so when I said that to them, somebody got mad about it because I was like, it's more than just that. Look, y'all, they done took all the shit to make Megan Thee Stallion. Even when I said the stuff about, no, your mothers are stallions. Like shit, your mothers are stallions. Like these are some good ass women out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually in there complimenting people. They in there acting like I'm putting people down. They messed up Darius Miles's career and they from that classroom too. So it's all because they always on the outside looking in, but you would take that information and then try to go make money off of it. You see what I'm saying? After you made me lose my job for that shit. And that's it. It's like that. It's racist. And I'm telling y'all, 9 times out of 10, this person is black. So I don't know. I guess as far as like black, if I had to look at my color, the most racist people have been black people. So as far as the black community, I don't have any support. Native American, yes. Listen, y'all. This man found me because I'm Native American. He found me because I am Native American. I'm about to cry. He found me. And so that's why I say I never had any issues with Native American people. Never. Never have I had an issue with a Native American person my whole freaking life. Unless it's Nikki and Terrell. Now that's a whole different, them Cherokee people. Something wrong with them. Those are my cousins, so I can talk bad about them. Don't come for me. But yeah, it's like them Cherokees, something wrong with them. When they 75% Native American, 25% black, something wrong with them. But you always think Native Americans, if you meet real Native Americans, you really would think something was wrong with them, because it's like a spiritual world that y'all don't even know about. Like, it's a world that we are in, and we've been in there since we was little, and it's like it's just a world that we can't even explain to you. And it's always been present in our house and everything. So yeah, we Native American too, Choctaw. But that's it. It's like, man, for real, for real, for real. It's just a world that I can't even explain to you. And so, as far as being Native American, I'm sorry, I simply adore it. I simply adore it. And I'm talking about they kept us close to our culture. So we thought the culture that we were learning from was black, and it was actually Cherokee culture that we were learning from. So that's it right there. Like, my grandmother set us up. I'm talking about our great grandmother, our grandmother. It's just like, even though she had issues with white people, and as we grew up, we had issues with black people. And so that's it. And I'm serious. Like, I really haven't had any issues with Jewish people. The two Jewish women that follow me always follow me, calling, saying nigga and all that stuff. It's like, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, they old bitches anyway. And maybe I should care, because they probably got more power than what I think. But shit, that's it. Like, I've always had that issue. Um, so I've always been afraid to ask for support from the Jewish community, for real. Um, and that's it. That's so it. Oh yeah, but then it's like, I'm German too. I'm Jewish German. So German people, like I said, it's been a German family following me since college, since after my grandfather died, trying to steal my identity. And it's like they came because I'm black, and my grandfather was black too. Eddie Schuler was a black man. I don't care what obituary you read or whatever. That was my grandfather. So that's it. Like, it's like the German community, like I said, like, we have issues with like them doing it, whatever they do, turning into gargoyles and shit. It's like, I can't imagine. You see what I'm saying? So as far as support goes, that's it. Like, I feel like I have support from Native Americans. I feel like I have support from Jewish people, from some black people. And as far as German goes, the same thing. It's like I just have support from good people. Period. I don't think that any of it really matters. I think the area does, though, the environments that I'm in. I think that's what matters. Like I said, what's the big difference for me is the difference between Texas and Illinois and Missouri and Louisiana. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's the difference. It's like, this environment here is very prejudiced, racist. It's just something, they don't mind holding people back. They don't mind pushing people down. And so white people do it, and black people do it too. And so do Indian people as well. So that's it, y'all. That's it from my understanding of where it comes from. And so it's like, how do I handle that? I don't. Like, what can I do? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, in this situation, somebody has my hands tied. I'm talking about they have actually made up that I have a job. They have not paid my benefits. They have held me hostage. I woke up this morning and somebody was saying that I have a virgin vagina. And so they were trying to sell me for $200 million to somebody until they found out that I would hurt people. Like, I'm not joking, because I kill you. And that's how they found out who I was, because they were actually trying to sex traffic me and kidnap my son. And so that's it, because the person had the wrong understanding of the information that they had in front of them. And it was just words or something. Maybe they were looking at the captions, like, like when they record inside somebody's house. So instead of them hearing what it is, they would just because it was like, I was at the place getting a car, and the man was like, I can't hear you. So this person is just reading what I'm saying. So it's like they don't know what a joke. They don't know that that's a joke. They don't know if what is going on is that serious or anything. So that everything that they hear, they take really serious. So that's how I know that somebody's like actually listening to or reading a caption. They are not listening to what's going on in the situation. So that's what it is. It's like when people start taking too kettle pow too serious, like, y'all don't understand what was going on. Anything when they can't decipher if it's my classroom or if it's my house, it's too much. I'm talking about this person that actually was on her talking like, yeah, so they were gonna sex traffic her and all this different stuff. It's like, man, I still haven't got help. So I don't know. What can I say? What can I say? I just roll with the punches. I'm talking about I've been knocked out, knocked down, everything this whole time. Like I don't know about my son. I don't know if somebody's still trying to control my son. I don't need my son being a drone for anybody. I don't know what's going on with my family. And I don't want to get killed trying to figure it out. So that's it right there. I don't want to get killed or kidnapped. Anyway, that's it. Shantae. Brown Sugar Talk. Under Black Unicorns. And I'm just telling y'all, just figure out how your community supports you. Think about your ethnic background and think about your race. Think about your color. How does that, how does that work out for you? In terms of me and Blake being who we are, if you're a dark skinned person, me and Blake might be a little bit like, yeah, we want you here. We need you here. We need to see that every day. We got to see how cute you are every fucking day. Every day. And I love that my son loves dark skinned people too, because my grandfather was really dark. Like really dark. And he never met him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's his that would have been his great grandfather. And it's like he never met him. My son loved dark skinned people, loved them. Like he's like, oh my God, I just love he is just like it is like such a good thing to have a kid that is this great. So it's like, but it's horrible that somebody would want to destroy my child. Like they came for my child, y'all. Oh, so anyway, that's it. Again, Blake, I thank you and I love you. And have a great day.